drifting over the FM area as we look with the Valley Sky Cam to the east. Interstate 94, Moorhead, and all in all, the clouds not too bad, and we are seeing cool conditions, but we've warmed up nicely from our 35-degree low this morning. It is currently 71 degrees, dew points in the low 40s, so still fairly dry air over us. Wind still from the north-northwest, but under 10 miles per hour. That's the big change we promised as of yesterday. 68 in Gwinner, 70 Valley City and Devils Lake, 72 in Langdon. It's also 71 for Grand Forks right now and 10 degrees cooler in Wadena with that north flow and a few more clouds as shown here on the satellite imagery in central portions of the state of Minnesota, with a couple of blips of light sprinkles possible in that area. The rest of us should stay dry as we head through the early evening hours. Your hour-by-hour forecast shows that this evening we'll have a few passing clouds, primarily northwest Minnesota into north-central Minnesota, as temperatures slip by bedtime into the 50s for most, but 40s possible to the far east. Best chance of any sprinkles will be near Lake of the Woods and maybe the northern Red Lake area, or the upper Red Lake. As we take a look at our wind direction overnight and into the early hours tomorrow, light from the south, and that'll make a little bit of a difference as far as low temperatures go. We're expecting none of that freezing stuff out there, as we'll see clouds continuing in central Minnesota, sunny for the rest of us. Bus stop temperatures generally in the 40s. As we go through the mid-morning hours, west and southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour will boost temperatures to about what we have right now. And that's for the lunch hour, so we'll improve on our highs today. Check this out. By the afternoon, 80 Grand Forks, 80 Fargo. We'll see some low 80s as well in the far northern Red River Valley. A lot of 70s out there for the west, and a few 60s still possible out in the Lake of the Woods area and Beltrami County, as you will see a few more clouds, but your skies too starting to break apart heading into the latter portion of the day. We get a little burp of air back from the east. Notice that wind direction shift, and that's going to cool things a bit on Friday. So for your planner, Thursday, 46 at the bus stop. Winds west or southwesterly through the early half of the day. Temperatures climbing up to near 80 in the afternoon. And then there comes the burp and wind direction change from the atmosphere, and that'll lower temperatures to close out the work week. But a good shot at 80 degrees, Grand Forks, Fargo. Mid to upper 70s off to the west, and again, 60s out in the central portion of Minnesota. Look at this shot. That is not a mosquito. That is an airplane there by Star Lake, Minnesota. Diane, thank you so much for sharing that colorful, glorious shot. And here's a look at your forecast. Cooler on Friday as we'll see mid-70s in Fargo. And as we go into the weekend, the heat returns. In fact, we could call this hot, being about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Our chances of rain, well, they look minimal at best Sunday night into Monday. So it is a completely dry 7-day planner for Fargo, with temperatures remaining warm into the early half of next week. 77 on Wednesday. Here's the latest on Irma, Hurricane Category 5, Category 1 Hurricane. Katia out there not far from Mexico, and Jose will follow up the path of Irma the way things are looking now. Here it is still very strong, just veering to the north of San Juan. It is 185-mile-per-hour core winds with this storm, and is forecast to make its way towards the shore near Miami, very close to Miami right now. Still some uncertainty in that path, but we'll keep you updated. And once again, one of the strongest hurricanes to ever come out of the Atlantic basin. Irma will be headline news for the next several days.
It sure will. And around here,
it's pretty quiet.
it is compared to that. Yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you, Hutch.